Hello, everybody. I'm sorry it's so late and I'm live streaming, but I just wanted to. I'm really disappointed right now. See this guy. Oh, sorry. Actually, I'm going to speak first. Okay, so I'm really disappointed right now because, um, if you guys haven't seen my recent post, um, I made a post where I said I was going to be leaving Strawberry and Blue Hoops this gang, and if you thought I was joking, then no, I'm not. Um, the reason is, the reason I'm leaving the group is because there's always so much drama going on in the group, and it just never felt like a true friend group. One of those groups where people just hang out and just be friends and all. It didn't feel like that towards me. It just felt like I was some kind of like group where I was just there's so much arguing about Baker and Jade Cook Howell plays, even though they don't do that anymore. But still, when they did do it, it always just kind of annoyed me, to be honest. And it didn't feel real. It didn't feel like a real friend group. It just felt nothing. Well, I mean, I did feel some stuff, like, but I just, I don't know. I guess the main thing is that I just kind of want to move on. Like I want to make, like, I guess new friends. I want to make new friends, like real friends. I feel like I said in my post, if there's anyone, if there's anyone who does support me like a real friend, you're more than welcome to join my journey, me, Mikhail, and Leah's journey. So yeah, I'm just I'm kind of heartbroken at this point. I'm really disappointed about what our world has come to. Like, like I know, like just because someone did some bad stuff doesn't mean you have to confront them 24/7. Just ignore them, and would just be a normal friend group. But no, nobody listened to that. Everyone would rather just be rude and mean to each other and fight. That's not what a friend group is.
Um, sorry, Sergey. What are you doing? Why are you still doing the role play anyway?
Hey, Minnie Mouse do it too.
What do you mean Minnie Mouse doing a little date?
Can we not fight? My God.
Okay, sorry. Jeez. Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
Oh God, I'm out of here.
What? No! No!
So yeah, in case you guys haven't noticed, not only was that just a dramatic moment and something you don't feel like being a part of a friend group would possibly see, but it was also my very last moment being on Strawberry's stream before I left. And yeah, it kind of heartbreaks me about what this world has come to and what us people has come to. Not like me, of course, I would never be like those kind of people. But like, you know, what the other guys want strawberry, blue hoops, Minnie Mouse, all of them are trying to be towards other people, and you know, I'm not trying to be like mean and confronting them or anything. Um, I'm just giving my honest opinion on them nowadays, and I kind of just want to move on with my life. I want to move on to something I actually like, some people I like, and feel like they're actual real friends to me. And I'm just tired of all this things that I have to go through. I've had to go through all this stuff for months, and I know I could have left earlier, but I just didn't feel ready. I don't know. I guess the main thing was just that, I guess at one point these guys didn't feel like real friends. They did. And now that I'm finally leaving the group and wanting to move on with my life and, find new friends, I want to move on. I want to go on that special plane and just move on. And that's the main question. When is my life gonna happen? What is the next what is the next thing that is gonna happen in my life? Well, to be honest, I don't know. But what I think is that I'm just gonna try and find new friends. Husband, me and my husband are just going to try to find new friends and try to give it a shot. If that doesn't work, then to be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, you might not see me anymore at all on YouTube. I'll still be around, but like, I'll still be around on YouTube, just not in the Strawberry Shortcake gang anymore. Um, I don't know. I think the main situation is that it's just find new friends is all. Just move on with my life. And yes, that is gonna happen. I said that a few times, I know, but I honestly don't know what to say at this point. I'm just disappointed. I'm just heartbroken on all these people. Anyone who just sits around on their phones or computers all day, um, and doing something else, like, you expect them to just relax and chat, right? And just be nice, relax, and chat. Um, for the people for people like Strawberry or Blue Hoops, anyone like that who just sits around and confronts people, and I wouldn't say bully, but just confront and cut ties with people for bad things they've done, and just you know sometimes be unlikable, to be honest. And I just don't know what to do anymore, guys. I don't know what to do. You know, I might retire, I may not, but whatever the situation is, I'm sure the next chapter in my life is going to turn out great. And to be honest, anyone who is still on Strawberry ShortcakeZside, Blue Hoops the Phone Collector, or even Eliza's sides, then I'm not trying to be an opinion basher about this, but I really should recommend reconsidering your decision. Unless if you're not like me and you actually find them like real friends, I guess that's okay. But like, I should really reconsider your decision. Go find new friends. Go find people who actually like be nice towards you and other people. You know, hang out, and that's just my perspective. You know, and let me explain something to y'all.
What? I'm back.
So, Strawberry Shortcake, Sasha's backstage, and he called me
What's this?
and kept saying
What is it said? Why Strawberry is the worst girl ever? That's it. I'm done. I'm done too. That's it.
No!
That's
What?
it. Live stream for me is over. I am done with this day.
Yeah, me too.
Sasha, thank you for ruining my life, idiot. Thank you very much, Sasha. Thank you very much to all of you haters. Thank you. Troublemaker. Me too, Minnie Mouse. I quit. I'm done. Goodbye. Goodbye,
Yeah,
everybody.
me too.
That's it.
I'm out of here
I'm
as well.
done. No.
Yeah, so the reason why I put that up is because apparently Strawberry said that she's no longer doing live streams. Yet earlier, yesterday or today, whatever time you're watching this, she did a Sims 4 live stream. That's still doing a live stream. So that means she hasn't quit. And she said this multiple times. Like multiple times as she was quitting it, she just keeps coming back anyway. And I'm not trying to sound rude, I'm not trying to be mean. You know. And yeah, and if you guys are asking what my opinion on them nowadays are, it's it's like a neutral slash hate side. Just because for strawberry shortcake, it's just well, I mean strawberry shortcake actually is like I guess the nicest one out of the gang, the group I guess. Well strawberry was the nicest one out of the group just because, you know, I guess he was the most likable one. But you still can be mean towards your haters and stuff. If you hate somebody, just ignore them. Like, for God's sake, it's not so hard to do. For blue hoops, for blue hoops, I'm not gonna say everybody in the group because that would take so long because there's so many people in this group. But for blue hoops, all he does is just be mean to people. Like he just confronts and be's mean to that, and he does that like pretty much every single time I see him. A few times he like shows off his phones and shows off his cats, which is it's fine. Doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is that he's always so mean towards people he hates. And whenever someone hates, whenever someone supports people that he hates, he just gets mad and he just got ties with them too. It's just kind of it's not my feel anymore. I'm sorry about the heater going on in the background, guys. If you guys can hear that, but yeah. Everyone and Minnie Mouse Lover is always on the strawberry side, and the fact that actually both Strawberry and Minnie Mouse cry all the time just because someone said something mean towards them. Like, one single mean thing about them and then just go ahead and just cry. This means that they just can't handle criticism. Like, come on. Like, seriously. And now for Elijah and his friends, they're basically just, they're always, like, upset. They just annoy the heck out of me just because they always just get mad all the time about stuff and, you know, they just get mad at their friends, even though they're not real friends, I don't feel like. Again, I just feel like this whole thing is just fake. It's not, we're not real friends. Maybe there are a few of them all, but like, most of them just feel like fake. They don't feel real to me. You know, like, because you guys know I used to be on the show Modern Family as Lily, and even my co-stars are all nice, and they feel like a real family to me. They felt like real friends. They felt like a real family towards me. But Strawberry, Blue Hoops, Eliza, Minnie Mouse, Tommy Turnbull, Elsa, all those guys, they just feel like fake to me. They don't feel like real. I just don't know why. They just don't feel real to me anymore. They never feel real. Why would they cry? Well, they did. They cried so many times on their streams just because the fact that one person just said something so mean towards them. Like, just ignore it. Like, for God's sake, this is not like preschool. Like, I think Strawberry's 19, Minnie Mouse is 18. I'm sorry for dogs and their ages, but, it's already public anyway, some way. Blue Hoops is exposing me? Oh, really now? So Blue Hoops is getting mad at me just because I left the group? Well, guess what, Blue Hoops? Guess what, Blue Hoops? You can't handle a single criticism, ever. Like, you were the one who felt like a real friend. I'm sorry to say this, but you felt like a real friend to me, you felt like a fake friend to me, Blue Hoops. You're nothing but a person who just gets mean. You're not nice at all. You're just mean. Very mean. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I so hope so, because what Strawberry did, she didn't really do much wrong. It's just that she's always so, childish towards her haters. Like, I can't stand people like them, and, people who are just mean. And I said this a million times already, but they just feel like fake friends. They don't feel real. They're just fake. So fake. And I can't even believe I was friends with them. And I'm not trying to be mean again, but I have to be honest. I'm really disappointed with these guys. I thought they were my friends, and I thought they were my friends, but they're just fake. They're just fake people who I thought I was friends with. But then when I got to the end of the gate, I was, I was, had, I had a huge sigh because of all this fighting, all this arguing, all this confronting, all this hating against multiple other people. Some of them are doing, some of them I feel like they didn't do much wrong. Like maybe they did a few stuff, but you can forgive them by in some way. Like some of these haters, you can forgive because, well, yes, maybe they did a few bad stuff or did stuff that might make you hate them in some way, but you can be like neutral, or you can just ignore them, or you can just forgive them because they're still nice. Like Mark Santiago, I know he sips Huck and Blueberry, which I don't find it to be good, but like just because it's fictional minors, like, but he still is a nice guy. I mean, like, he still is a nice guy, you know? Maybe I will forgive him, you know? Maybe I will forgive Mark Santiago and other people who they hate, but, just because I'm not really friends with them anymore, I moved on from them. I want to move on from them. I want to have real friends, find new real friends, and just move on. Just like anyone I want to like, you know? Stop forcing me to hate people. Stop forcing me to hate people just because you hate them. You know, I can like anyone I like. I can like anyone I want. And if you confront me, if you hate me, and if you confront me for this stuff, I don't care. It's my life. I can love anyone I want. I can love or hate anyone I want. I don't need anyone like blue hoops just roasting me and confronting me just for liking someone that they like or hating someone that they like. I mean, liking someone that they hate and liking someone that they hate and hating someone that they like. Like, it's my life, guys. Strawberry, blue hoops, and other fake friends who I thought they were my friends, but they turned out to be not. They're just fake. I can have my own life. I can like anyone I like. I can like anyone I want. I can hate anyone I want. I can't. You can't just force me to hate someone for literally no reason. So you know what? I know like 75% forgive Mark Santiago just because he still is a nice guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a nice guy. I just don't like the Huck and Blueberry sipping thing. And I also don't like how he's like a man child. But like, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong otherwise. He's a nice guy. And Thomas too, even though like Thomas, yeah, he did accuse Cone Smith. He did accuse Cone Smith, and he can be annoying at times, having brain rot. But like, again, he's not the worst person you could see in the world. Everyone I understand, every one of us has some kind of flaw. But, you know, that doesn't mean we're mean. That doesn't mean we're unlikable, you know? Plus, we can always, like, realize these things and give them up. We can always just become nice people. We can't just hate everyone in the world. I feel like if I continue, I feel like eventually Blue Hoops and Strawberry and their friends will betray each other. They will betray one another just for doing one simple bad thing. It's just one thing, okay? Everybody, you know, Like, I have to say this right now, but even though I've always supported Strawberry and Friends up until this point, I now hate them just because, you know, just because they don't let any of us like anything we like. Like, they don't let us like anything that we love. You know, it's our lives. We can like anyone we want. We can hate anyone we want. But you can't just be forced to hate somebody just because they didn't do anything, because they did one bad thing. Like, like Joe Frost, if you want to tell Strawberry, that's fine. I think it's gonna be for her to know just because, so at least you understand. I'm not sure if she'll hate me or like, I'm not quite sure if she'll hate me or not. But even if she does hate me, then I don't care. I'm not friends with her anymore anyway. I'm moving on from all of you guys. Maybe except you, Juve. Maybe except you, Joe Frost. You're nice. But Minnie Mouse, Strawberry, Eliza, Oasis, your local, Blue Hoops, Tommy Tumbo, all you guys, fake friends, people I thought I was friends with, but I just hate now because they're just fake. They're just mean to each other. I am done with this. I am done with this. I am moving on. I am moving on from this group. I am moving on to an actual friend group. I'll be the groomer. Why did you groom away? I didn't groom away. What do you mean, Goober? What do you mean, loser Goober? I'm not a pedophile. I'll cut ties with her. Good. Good, Joe Frost. Thank you. You're a real friend. You're an actual real friend, Joe Frost. Thank you for being on my side. And thank you for being a real friend. You're welcome to join me, my husband, and our daughter on our next journey. You said you love Elias. I didn't say that. Since when did I say that? I don't like Elias. I hate Elias. And then I hate you, Blue Hoops. Confront and expose me and throw dark truth on me all you want. I don't care. Oh yes, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't. Stop lying, Blue Hoops. And not just that, but even Blue Hoops and Strawberry, they always make like lies about stuff. Like sometimes when they say stuff like that, one time when Strawberry said that Jeffrey Bednar, aka aka Lixie, I think that's his name. You remember the one time when Strawberry said that he talked to her on the school bus heading home? I doubt that happened. Like they don't really know each other anyway. There's no way that they'll ever meet each other in school. And plus, wouldn't it be like college or something? It wouldn't be like an elementary school. Like, like, there's no way it's gonna be an elementary school. It's just, there's no way it's gonna be college because Strawberry's 19, Blue Hoops is 13. Yeah, despite him being 13, he's always like being mean to people. I'm gonna say this right now. Blue Hoops is just a bully. Blue Hoops is a bully. Mark is a pedophile. So what? So what if he said talking Blueberry? Even though I hate the fact that he done that, but like, but like, that doesn't mean you should hate him. You know? I am not going back to a pedophile. I'm going back to a nice guy. He is a nice guy. You see him in his live streams, in Strawberry and other people's live streams. I remember that she said that one of her students bullied her, but there's no proof. There's no proof she said that. I think she's just making all these stories up. They're not even stories, they're just stuff. They're just not anything really. Mark is not nice. He's a pedophile. He is nice. Like, was you may become a pedophile just for sipping cotton blueberry? It's not a huge gauge gap. Like 11 and 13. Like 11 and 13 is just 2 years apart. Grow up. Grow up. Like, he is a nice guy. He's sipping cotton blueberry, which is not nice. Well, not good actually. But that's only 2 years. It's only 2 years apart. So Blue Hoops and everyone else who supports this loser, Blue Hoops, aka Rowdy Cold Iron, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dox your real name, but you know what? Since I hate you, I'm going to dox your real name anyway. You know what? I'm not going to dox Strawberry's real name, but I am going to dox Blue Hoops' real name. Rowdy Cold Iron, Rowdy Cold Iron, Rowdy Cold Iron. There, I said it. That's the very first time I said it in my life, and that's not the only time. Sorry, Blue Hoops, but you and me, it's over. Yeah, like Joe Frost said, the same thing to you and me, Blue Hoops, Rowdy Cold Iron. Our friendship is over, and I now hate you. I now hate and all of your friends. Strawberry's better than you. You know what? I'm neutral to Strawberry. I'm neutral to Strawberry. At least he's more nicer than you, Blue Hoops, and all of you dumb friends who not even my friends, they're just people. And Eliza too. Looking for Kate Animus, I'm gonna tell. I don't care. Tell me all you want. Tell me all you want. You're gonna be a huge crybaby and tell a tale. Where? Does someone need a ambulance? Does somebody need a ambulance? Where? I don't care. I don't care. Tell me. Tell me to all you dumb friends and losers. And Strawberry, if you want to be stupid. Yeah. I mean, how is Strawberry? I mean, like, you know what? You know what? I'm just neutral to Strawberry. In fact, Strawberry was like the only like person who I actually really liked. I don't care about Minnie Mouse. I don't care about Aston. I don't care about Elijah. I don't really care about Blue Hoops and all those Tommy Turnbull and all those goobers and losers. Anyone who just wants to be dumb and stupid and just make fun of people, bully people, and do anything they want just to make people upset. Like, that's not how the world works. Maybe it works like that in some way just because that's how the world is, but that's not how it is here. This is not a real fun group This is not a real fun group. This is just a group where anyone can, this is just a fun group where anyone can just this is just a fun group where anyone can just be stupid and just make fun, dox people's real names, be mean to each other, hate each other, yell at each other, and, and fight with each other, and yeah, and just be real, um, and be real sons and daughters of poop humans. Mark Santiago's a bad person? No, he's not. Stop telling me Mark Santiago's a bad person, Rowdy Cold Iron. Because, you know why? Why? Like, the only bad thing he's done is Soup Huck and Blueberry, but then again, it's only like 2 years apart. They're only like two years apart. So grow up. Grow up, Blue Hoops. Grow up. Anyone who hates me and other people. Like, be real here, Blue Hoops. Another thing too, I'm not gonna go ahead and just show it, but there have been a few times where when Blue Hoops and his friends and Strawberry and others were just like confronting someone, and then there have been times where they have changed their name or headline to something that is not good. That is not those people who done that. It was Strawberry and Blue Hoops. I mainly blame Blue Hoops for this. Blue Hoops is the one that has been changing people's headlines just for them to be cut in 4K for no reason. They Joe was already cut us because you grew. I didn't groom Elias. I didn't groom Elias. I didn't groom anybody. You're just making up lies. I don't care what you say about me, Blue Hoops. Tell us anything you did. Tell all you stupid friends anything I did. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore, Blue Hoops. I don't care why they called Ivan. I don't care Elias Khan. I don't care Adrian Soto and everyone else. Yeah, Sophia Story. Like Eliza Martinez. All those disgusting goobers who who just absolute losers, and I hate them so much because the fact that they're fake friends. Did he said? What did he said? Sorry, Joe Foss, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking here. Mark is a nice person. Mark is the one I actually really like out of all the people you guys hate, and you guys just hate them for a bad reason. Like, yes, unlike Elias, I always hated Elias just because he was always so dramatic. Like, and he just felt like a fake friend. He wasn't even my friend. He wasn't even a friend. He was just there. A lot of these guys were just there for no reason and just be mean, disgusting goobers. Like, for real, bro. For real. Like, I'm very, very disappointed with these guys. Liar, liar, pants on fire, sorry. Maybe. Stop denying the fact that you true colors. No! I'm putting out your true colors. Cause I'm putting out your true colors. What did Blue Hoops do? Oh yeah, he changed people's headlines. He's very, very mean. He's pretty much just a bully. He's just a bully. And Luna reverse card Blue Rowdy Code Iron. Rowdy Code Iron. Luna reverse card to you. And you stop lying. You changed people's headlines. And he did a lot of other bad stuff. Blue Hoops. If anyone likes Blue Hoops, or even some parts of Strawberry, even though I'm no short of Strawberry, seems like the only one I would actually like out of the gang. But every single other human being is part of this fake friend group who wasn't even a friend group. It was just a mean, stupid, drama, yell, hate group of people who these guys just feel sorry for. You know, how are you, Blue Hoops? I mean, Rowdy Cold Iron. L to you, Rowdy Cold Iron. What kind of, like, Rowdy? Like, come on, man. And of all the names they could have named you, it was Rowdy. I'm not trying to be mean towards that. I'm just saying, like, what kind of name is Rowdy for someone who's just a very mean man, boy, and bully who just hates anybody? I'm telling you, I don't care. I hate all of your friends, Blue Hoops. I hate all of your friends, Blue Hoops. And I hate most of Strawberry's friends. except maybe Strawberry herself. But I still neutral to Strawberry. I like her for being somewhat of a true friend, but I also hate her for just being mean and being childish towards her haters. Oh, why did you call me? Um, no offense, Joe Foss, but I didn't call you a groomer. Unless you were talking to the chat. Um, the live chat. Strawberry already cut ties with you because I told everything what to do. I don't care anymore, okay? I don't care about you stupid friends. I don't care about any of you except you, Joe Frost. But everyone else, Strawberry, Minnie Mouse, Aston, Cone, Rowdy Cordiron, Eliza Martinez, Adrian Soto, Elias Khan, all those people. Like, you guys really need to get a life. You guys really need to get your own lives. Stop sitting here. Stop sitting here. Not. And stop pretending. Stop sitting here and pretending that you're innocent because you really are not. Many of you guys. Extremely much better. Yeah. I even made I even made an apology comment on her recent live stream. And if she forgives me, I'm going on to Madison Seaside. I'm going on to Madison Seaside, also known as Extreme Gamer Seaside. Because yes, he's a real person. Extreme Gamer is a real person. Oh, guess what? Ahmad, good boy, you're banned. I'm not going to ban Loops just because I want to see every single lying, like every single thing he lies about. I wanted to see Blue Hoops lying to the point where he just pees his pants. And I'm going to just laugh because of every single bad thing he has done. Oh, every single bad thing Blue Hoops has done. And I'm just going to go ahead and just say this. You, you're an absolute goober, Rowdy Cold Iron. Get mad at me all you want. Get mad at me all you want. Rowdy Cold Iron Strawberry Shortcake, even though I'm neutral. And Minnie Mouse and Tommy Turnbull and all those other losers. I don't care if they all hate me for this. They are just fake friends. They were always fake friends. They never were real friends to me. They were just fake. They're just fake sons and daughters of poop humans. So yeah, Strawberry and friends. If Madison, also known as Extreme Gamer, accepts my apology, then I'm going to go on her side because at least her streams are much more chilling, and you actually get to have fun in them. Unlike you, Strawberry, even though I'm neutral to you, and Blue Rowdy Cold Iron, Adrian Soto, Elias Khan, and all those people, all those people who some of them are innocent, and you guys hate for no reason. Some of them like Elias, yeah, but for some like Mark Santiago and half of Thomas, 60% of Thomas, I like, and like I don't know, 80% of Mark Santiago I like. Like, expose me all you want. Expose me all you want, you disgusting losers. Except you, Joe Frost, but everyone else. You know, my real friends are Joe Frost and Madison, aka Extreme Gamer, if she accepts my apology. You know what Strawberry's real name? Yeah, I know that, Joe Frost. You know what? I'm only going to dox his real name once because I'm neutral to him or her and him because it's a him, not a her. But Strawberry's real name is William Robinson, and that's the only time I'm going to say his real name because it's a him. And also, he lied about his gender. Strawberry also lied about his gender because he says he says that he is a female because Strawberry Shortcake is a female, but he's actually a male because I've seen his face multiple times, and he is a male. He is a male sitting on his computer and mm, just I don't know, like just making fun, bullying people like Blue Hoops is sitting on his bed on his phone, just watching stuff. Maybe he even does more than just sit on his bed. When he's sitting on his bed, maybe he just does more, you know. Maybe he does something with his, you know what, and looking on his phone or computer. He's probably just sitting on his phone or computer, whichever, in bed, just watching, you know what. Be betrayed. No! Oops. I mean, Rowdy Cold Iron, you didn't betray. I didn't betray you guys. You guys betrayed me. You guys have always been so, like, oh, like, looking at so many memories of you, I could just bang my head against a wall to how ashamed I was to be you guys' friend. You know? I mean, I mean, not friend. I mean, fake friend. Just a human. I just came into you guys and just said like hello, and then that's it. I wasn't even considered friends with you guys. Stop making first claims. You didn't even say claims. What kind of Google are you, Rowdy Cold Iron? You didn't even say claim. You didn't even say claims. So yeah, suck it, Rowdy Cold Iron. Suck it, half of strawberry. Even though I'm neutral to you, strawberry, but I still half of me hates you because you're just an annoying person who just you're honestly an annoying person. Um, yeah, Joe Frost. Strawberry is a he. His name is Robinson, and he is, you know, a male. He's a male. You've seen him a lot. You've seen his face a lot, and he is an absolute male who's just pretending to be fictional minors from a TV show that's not even real. I mean, a TV show where a word that is not real within the TV show. Like, he's impersonating to be strawberry shortcake and never. He's impersonating to be strawberry shortcake. You know, he's pretending to be strawberry shortcake and her friends, even though they are just controlled by him. Not to mention that a few times, like Lemon Meringue, for example, she said the N word, even though the real Lemon Meringue would never say that. Ever. Not just because she's not mixed or anything. And there's another thing too. Some people say that some of these people in this dumb fake group say that they're mixed. Prove it. There's no proof. Strawberry shortcake is. So what? Lemon meringue and strawberry shortcake and them are not mixed. The only one who is Orange Blossom, but every other strawberry shortcake character is not mixed. They're all white. Get it right. Get your facts right, Rowdy Cold Iron. He exposed Michael for no reason. Yeah, that's what I mean. They sometimes expose people that they hate for no reason. A lot of these people didn't even do anything wrong, and even if they did one simple bad thing, they just had to hate them. And yes, I saw his face multiple times, and I knew this ever since I met Strawberry Shortcake, actually, with, um, William, aka Strawberry, I don't know. Michael Bailey's a pedophile. So what? So what? He's not a he's not like the worst person in the world. It's not like you have to expose him 24/7. First you enter the store. I'm not gonna let anyone in. So you know what? Kick. Um, I'm not sure if Percy is on. I'm pretty sure he is on Blue Hoops' side. So he'll probably show with YKW. So no, I'm not gonna allow that. Michael Bailey looked up War 34. Madison did come to William's stream, tell him she would get the cops on him. Yeah, and I watched Madison's live. I watched one of Madison's live streams earlier, and she said that William, aka Strawberry, or Strawberry, aka William, even though I'm neutral to her, she said that William or Strawberry would call the cops on Madison, like for no reason. Like, what did Madison do? Madison didn't do anything wrong. She's just an innocent person who just is nice and likes to hang out, an actual truly hang out. Unlike you, Strawberry, or half of you, Strawberry, and unlike you, Cloudy Cold Island. Don't make up false change about me. Well, even though there's no proof, I'm just gonna say this. Cloudy, you like to watch YKW while in bed. Don't deny it. I thought you were a good friend. I was. I wasn't even a friend. I wasn't even a friend. You know what? Like, I wasn't even a friend to you guys. Like, like, I just didn't feel like a friend. I was just more just there. I was just there who was treated like crap sometimes towards, um, I was just a person who was just there who was treated crap from you, Rowdy Cold Island, uh, Strawberry even, another, like, every single friend of Strawberry, Rowdy Cold Island, like, every single friend of Strawberry and, and Rowdy Cold Island, and, Liza, and all those, all those losers. Oh yeah, and he did kill. Yeah, I remember that. I remember in that live stream that Strawberry sent a death threat to Madison, and she just cried. Madison doesn't deserve any of that. Like Strawberry, why have you been bullying and Rowdy Cold Island? Why have you both been bullying and all the loser friends? Why have you all been bullying all these people? They didn't do anything wrong. Some of them didn't, like Mark Santiago, Madison, or also known as Extreme Gamer, and every single person that you guys hate. Even if they just did one thing wrong, that doesn't mean you guys can just go ahead and hate them and bully them 24/7. Like seriously, I don't get it. I don't get you guys. You know, my only real friends are Joe Frost right here and Madison, aka Extreme Gamer, and Joe Frost are the only real friends. They're the only ones who actually, who actually get me. They're the only ones who understand what I'm going through right now. So what? So what? They're only 2 years apart. Huckleberry pie. Sorry. Huckleberry pie and huckleberry pie and and blueberry muffin. So what? One of them's 11, one of them's 13. They're only two parts. They're only 2 years apart, idiot. They're only 2 years apart, moron. And you go touch some grass. You go touch some grass, mad and rowdy. What's going on? Well, in case Hoops the cat, unless if you're Rowdy Cold Iron, if you're employed by Rowdy Cold Iron, then then that does it. Then I execrate you. But I'm only gonna talk to the real Hoops. But in case you didn't know, real Hoops, um, um, these idiotic, friends, you fake friends, these, these idiotic friends, fake friends, these idiotic fake friends, are just being mean, not just towards me, but even being mean towards every single one of their haters. Like, one simple thing that they did wrong, and boom, you just hate on them forever. And then so what if you forgive them at some point? You still hate them anyway, eventually. Classic volleyball. What is happening? I'm not talking to you, classic volleyball, yes, but I know. You know why? Because I know that you're controlled by Rowdy Cold Iron. I know for a fact that you are controlled by Rowdy Cold Iron because I heard your voice on the stream, and that sounds exactly like Rowdy's voice. So Strawberry from now on, you'll be called Madeline? Yeah, half of the time she'll be called Madeline. Like I said, like Strawberry is like, yes, half of me hates Strawberry. In fact, half of me hates Strawberry because, like I said, she doesn't ignore her haters. She always cries, even after one simple bad message. And he, and and Strawberry, aka William, Blue Hoops, aka Rowdy Cold Iron, Minnie Mouse Lover Girl, aka Sophia Story, Eliza, aka Eliza Martinez, Your Local, aka Adrian Soto, another annoying little brat of another other annoying little brat of Rowdy Cold Iron's little army, not even a real army, they're just fake. No, no, I am not. Stop lying, classic Polly Pocket Esplano, aka Rowdy Cold Iron. Another thing, too, is that Strawberry was behind Bob Baker, and half of the time Jade Cold Cat, and then the other half of it was just Minnie Mouse. They were behind Bob Baker and Jade Cold Cat because they used their real voice. They used Straw William just used her um voice to make a deep voice to sound like Bob Baker, and then she even said like kind of like a brat, kind of like teenager kind of style for Jade Cold Cat, and then Sophia, uh, Sophia story is Jade Cold Cat. And you know that they cannot be trusted. They're the only ones who actually can't be forgiven. But mostly every single one of, every single, every single one of the people that Blue Hoops forget what they called Ivan and his friends hate. They can be forgiven. They may have a few flaws. Yeah, I know they might have a few flaws, but that doesn't mean they should be hated entirely. You know, so Mark Santiago, half of Thomas Billington, or Thomas the Blues Clues fan, and everyone else, Extreme Gamer and everyone, I'm sorry for hating on you because of wildly hating on you guys. You know, I'm not like Mark Santiago, except the Huckleberry. Except with the exception of the Huckleberry part, the rest of Mark Santiago I don't like. I like. And Madison aka Extreme Gamer, I like. Joe Frost, I like. And every single one. I mean, and anyone else who supports me as a real friend, you're all welcome to join me on my next adventure and journey. And you are my real friends. Joe Frost, Mark Santiago, Thomas Luigi, Madison aka Extreme Gamer, and everyone else who is nice and actually is a real friend in some way. But Aubrey, I'm not William. Look, Strawberry, I know you're watching this, but um, I know, Strawberry, I know you're watching this, but to be honest, your real name is William because I'm not the one who doxed it, but it's already been doxed already. So, you know, I'm just going along on the bandwagon. I'm just gonna go ahead and just go along on the bandwagon. But Strawberry, I'll be neutral to you. You know, you probably hate me, but to be honest, I don't really care now because, because of all the things you have done. But you know what? Like, Strawberry, I'm sorry to say this, but, I'm done with you. I am done with all your friends. I am done with Rowdy Cold Irons' friends. I am done with Eliza Martinez's friends. I am done with all of you. And you know what? Any single one of you haters, except like Bob Baker and J. Coquette, except Bob Baker and J. Coquette, um, except Bob Baker and J. Coquette because they can't be trusted. But everyone else, like Mark Santiago, Thomas Luigi, and everyone else that you guys hate, who only did like one simple bad thing, I now like because, and they're still nice. So, yeah, Strawberry Shortcake, aka William Robinson, Blue Hoops the Phone Collector, aka Roddy Code Island, Eliza Chan, aka Eliza Martinez, and all of you dumb loser friends. Go ahead and hate me all you want. I'm done with your group. I am leaving you fake friend group. It's just a group at this point. It's not even, it's not even a friend group. Kobe, you're going too far. No, you guys are going too far. Blue hoops, aka Rowdy Code Island. This is my fault. This is you guys' fault. You guys are the ones. You guys are all of you guys are the ones who all of you guys are the ones who betrayed me. All of you guys are the ones who betrayed me because all you do is bully people 24/7. And no, all of you guys bullied anyone, everybody, like pretty much everybody you guys yelled at, fighted with, and just hated and just bullied 24/7. So I now hate pretty much all of you. Strawberry's the only one I'm going to stay neutral to but everyone else I just hate. And my real friend, and my real friends are Joe Frost, Madison, aka Extreme Gamer, and and anybody else who actually supports me as a friend, a real friend. But I'm not bullying people. Oh yes, you are bullying people. You sent Madison a death threat, and you're just bullying people 24/7. I was just confronting them. So what? That's still bullying. Confronting is still bullying. So yeah, we're done. Anyway, for anybody who still supports me, you're all welcome to move on with me. You're all welcome to move on my journey. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream, guys, but yeah, I am just done with all these losers. The only real friends are Joe Frost and Madison, aka Extreme Gamer. Anyway, goodbye, everybody.